Johnny Depp, definitely Jack Sparrow.
I'm more of a Barbossa guy myself.
I'm the Flying Dutchman. Oh, that's the ship's name, right?
Ship's name.
I is the ship we all ride.
Italian girls, dancers. It was not the direction I was really,
What kind of movies were you in again?
I watched it 3 times and couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, he watched it 3 times to look for Koshi, right.
When you say you cannot really tell if people being honest or not, it's like,
Where did that come from? Like the call?
I figured this was going to be a
this
close
is so random stuff.
But then you ran out of money after how many months?
2 months.
Oh, just 2.
I was looking for any options.
Now we're kind of getting closer to the whole like Yakuza thing, right?
Yeah, that was a little closer to a little bit dodgy area.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Talking Sensu, hosted by Sensu Studio, where we sit down with creatives and professionals in the film and other creative industries here in Tokyo. I'm your host, Jeremy.
And my name is Hai. And today we are with our guest, Koshi Uehara,
Hello.
a Japanese actor and actually our first Japanese guest, I think.
Is it?
Yes.
Am I the first one?
Yes.
You are.
Koshi is originally from Kumamoto and he has been active in the acting scene in Japan, in Tokyo. And I think maybe most of you guys know him from Tokyo Vice, an HBO produced show.
That was my first ever job as an actor.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wait, I thought Tokyo Vice was a relatively recent production.
Well, it was like, how long ago was it? Like 4 or 5 years ago now?
No fucking way.
I think so.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Somehow in my head, it was like just a couple of years.
I mean, they have like 2 seasons now, so maybe you are remembering the second season, but the first season was...
Yeah.
I feel like I'm getting way too like into the nitpicky things right away, but now I'm curious. So if Tokyo Vice season 1 came out 4 or 5 years ago, and that was your first acting job,
Yes.
what the hell were you doing before that?
What the hell was I doing before that?
Yeah, I mean, I know
What the
you
hell
as an
was I
actor, right?
I think back then it was 2020, I think right before COVID hit was when I was auditioning for this project, Tokyo Vice. I was in Melbourne, Australia.
Because we weren't even in Japan, okay?
Yeah, I wasn't even in Japan. I was on a working holiday with Making Cafe at a cafe, the Italian cafe in Melbourne, which was great, having a great time there. But then I got this message from an actor that I met in LA, a year before something. And he said there's this project called Tokyo Vice and there's a role that might fit you. You might want to try. And I was like, okay, sure, I will try.
I want to just say up front, I have not seen Tokyo Vice.
How dare you?
I'm so sorry.
How dare you, Jeremy?
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, sponsored by HBO. No, but
You had one job.
yeah, obviously I didn't even know how old it was. I have seen, I think, a couple pictures, or maybe if you've posted anything about it, I've seen it on your social media channels. I think you're like a Yakuza type character in that show, right?
Yes, I am.
So what the hell were you doing that made your friend think that you would fit a Yakuza?
I don't know, man. I don't know. But what do you think looking at my face? Now I have longer hair, but back then I had like really short hair. Buzz cut.
Right. The buzz cut.
Buzz cut. Okay.
And you always had the beard, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like hide your kids, hide your wife.
I do kids had a wife.
No.
Am I doing that?
I don't think like I would have immediately thought Yakuza, but that's just interesting that is your first foray into acting.
Yeah, it's really interesting because my personality, I think my character as myself as a person is really different and really almost opposite from the role that I usually get.
You're sweet.
Yeah, I'm sweet.
He's a joy to be around. No, this is not sarcasm.
You need to clarify that.
Yeah, I mean, apparently. Yeah.
Maybe before we actually go deeper into the story of how you got into like Tokyo Vice and stuff, I mean, like Jeremy already asked, like, what were you doing before actually, my question would be, were you always interested in acting? Like, do you always want to be an actor? I mean, you were in LA. I assume that sounds also like you were there to be an actor there, or what brought you to LA or to Australia? Like, well, what happened?
I don't know. It's a long story short. I think as a child, I always wanted to be. I couldn't put it in words, but I think I wanted to, somehow. But I didn't take that route as I grew older. But then at age, wow, how old was I? Like 27, I decided to pursue this career. I think that the very first inspiration I got was Jackie Chan.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So there's always a blooper at the end of the movie. He always has, he used to have it. I don't know if he does it anymore. I don't really follow, but I saw his, like really, really like working hard and doing his best, really physically, really, and he makes mistakes. That's the point of the bloopers, right? But he's still like smiling and everybody around him is smiling, like, so laughing at the mistakes he made.
Yeah.
And I think that made such a strong impression on me that, this person, like, he's not tall, he's not big, nothing, but this person is like doing his best, doing what he loves to do, making lots of mistakes, but then still people loving him, people like laughing together, laughing with him and at the mistakes or whatever. And then that was really inspiring for me, I think. Yeah, that's a really, really strong impression that I had when I was little.
Yeah, I kind of.
And it was like, always here somewhere,
Yeah.
Wanted to be like someone like that, Do what you love to do, make lots of mistakes, but then still, being successful and being,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the very first one. And then I think I remember when I first watched the Pirates of the Caribbean, I was a pirate for about like the next few weeks, after watching it.
Were you like what is it, Johnny Depp style, Sparrow or Barbossa?
The Johnny Depp, definitely Jack Sparrow.
I'm more of a Barbossa guy myself.
I can see that somehow.
Yeah.
Now I need to tell? I don't know which one.
Oh,
You're Will Turner?
Yeah, probably. No,
or maybe you're that guy who can like pop his eye out.
I'm the Flying Dutchman. No, that's the ship's name, right?
Ship's name. Flying Dutchman sounds like a ship's name.
High as the ship we all ride. Those are some good influences to have. But you mentioned before Australia, LA. How long were you in LA for?
I was in LA in total, because I went there twice. In total, I think about 5 months, because I was on tourist visa.
Did you speak English back then?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What brought about the visit? Like, why did you go there?
So I was already 27 when I decided to pursue this career. It's pretty late, right?
Okay.
It's quite late. I was already old.
I mean, we're in the same boat, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
But would you say usually people in Japan would start earlier? If they want to pursue?
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Right? Like as soon as you, for example, most people probably graduate from high school or uni latest, and then move to Tokyo and then go to this acting schools / acting agencies, in Tokyo. They do that. People do that. But then I was 27. I was like, no, I cannot do the same thing as other people. Otherwise, I won't survive, I thought.
Okay.
So I just wanted to do something different. And then since I could speak English, and then I wanted to get involved with Hollywood movies. I was like, okay, LA.
The visit or move to LA was brought on by the desire to pursue acting, but from what you mentioned earlier, you didn't actually ever do any acting until Tokyo Vice.
No.
Interesting. Okay,
well, yeah.
I mean,
I went to LA and took acting classes.
Oh, okay.
So if you could, you could say that I did acting before Tokyo Vice. Yes, I did take acting classes.
Okay. Because I was thinking that it was completely random. Like you're working at a cafe and some Australian guy is like, dude, and you're just like, oh, sure, why not, right? Maybe you can tell us a little bit about how it felt to be not only in acting classes in your late 20s, but also being in another country and in a place like LA. I mean, was it overwhelming, or was it like, was it inspiring and incredible? What was it like?
It was very, very interesting because I lived in a shared house who was owned by a local, and then most of the people who were living in there were girls and Italian girls, dancers.
That wasn't.
This was not the direction I was really, aiming
feel like
to go.
Jeremy has the urge to say
What
something.
kind of movies were you in again?
But that was coincident, or was it like a share house for?
Oh, it was intentional.
For
It was intentional. No.
for dancers and actors. So
It was a coincidence. I used the Craigslist,
okay,
looked up the share house, and then just contacted them and just paid the rent
yeah.
as usual.
Was it like a Miss Doubtfire thing where it was like a women's only share house and you went there in drag?
No,
I never figured out.
Yeah,
Even if
no.
I did, I wouldn't tell you right now.
They find out, and he's just like, but I'm just a Japanese man, very, very innocent, not up to anything sneaky.
But also,
But that's true though. But if you're Japanese, I think people more like I think they're open to accept some exceptions. Like, okay, if you're Japanese, I think you can stay, kind of stuff.
That means
okay.
they've
It
never
happens.
seen the signs at the station in like Akihabara and the women only cars, right?
I'm not sure about it. Yeah.
That's such a cool story. I love where this is going already. Yeah.
so you knew no one in LA?
No one, none,
Wow. Okay.
nobody.
So your whole purpose in going to LA is to get acting classes.
No, my purpose was to get an acting job in LA.
Okay. Wow. All
I
right.
just went there with a tourist visa. Maybe I could have done a little bit more research and then could have gotten a better type of visa. But I was so excited about it. I just wanted to try with this tourist visa. I want to go there right away.
Yeah.
Were you coming from Tokyo or were you coming from Kumamoto?
Straight from Kumamoto.
Wow, that's a big change.
I've never been to Kumamoto, and I don't know like how populous or international the biggest city there would be. But were you from a rural or suburban area, or were you kind of already a city kid? Like, how was LA just in terms of environment and I don't know, and people for you?
I think it was a big city for me. I mean, I grew up in the suburban area of Kumamoto city, still city, but there's pretty much nothing like suburban. LA was big. What I really liked about LA, besides the weather's amazing there. It's so good, dry and always sunny. But aside from that, I think I loved the fact that people were so encouraging. Like, how can I put it? In a good way or bad way. Either way, people don't give a shit about you. You know?
Yeah.
They just, okay, you say you want to be an actor and you're at age 70 years old and you say, I'm going to be an actor tomorrow. They're not going to judge you. They're going to be, oh, okay, nice. Go for it.
Yeah.
That kind of attitude, That's really good. I mean, good in a way and probably bad in a way, but it's really, I think for me back then was really encouraging and I really appreciated it.
Yeah.
When you try to do something new or different, people try to at least encourage you, at least as courtesy probably. Maybe they're thinking like, oh, another actor,
Okay.
another dreamer.
Yeah.
But at least they just,
Okay.
They're being polite, and the way they being polite is to encourage the new challenges. Yeah. And at the same time, the con part is that I think whole world that surrounded me was so superficial.
Okay. Like why is that?
mean-
Like you couldn't make close connections there with
No,
like
I
people.
couldn't really tell who they were really being honest or not.
It's kind of
Everything you're
interesting.
saying is like me coming to Tokyo, to
Yeah,
be honest.
because
Yeah, I get it.
many people say the same thing about Tokyo,
Yeah.
and it's kind of interesting that. Have you been to Tokyo by then, or like?
Yeah, they visited, but not
Okay,
really stayed. But yeah, I think in Tokyo, when you say you cannot really tell if people being honest or not, it's like people don't really give you a.
People don't really give you a.
Where did that come from? Like the comb?
I figured this is going to be a close up,
some
and I
random
could just.
stuff.
I'm at that awkward phase where it's very scraggly.
We're talking about not doing anything distracting, and you're like suddenly pulling up.
It's his close up right now.
Okay.
It's my close up. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Sorry. Yeah.
so what was I saying? People don't really show, they don't really express. Is Tokyo.
Okay.
Okay, Japanese.
So you have the
really express it.
tatemai. What is it called again?
Tatemai, honne to tatemai.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think it's the opposite in LA.
They say
They're
directly.
so expressive.
Okay. But this somehow made it difficult for you to make connections there, or what were you saying, like in that sense? Like, for example, you obviously met someone there who later recommended you to for the Tokyo Vice project. So you made some connections there.
I did.
Sure, yeah.
I did.
Like how did you meet? Like, is he also Japanese, or is he from LA, or like?
Actually, he's Japanese from Miyazaki, Kyushu.
You had a lot of Japanese people, like in, for example, the acting class. I would assume you will also meet people there.
Oh, the acting class that I took was only me, Japanese.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Japanese. Other than that, it was all from Europe, basically. Germans.
All hoping they're the next Schwa-chan.
Yeah. I don't know. So many from Germany. It's really interesting. And they're really good at acting too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And in English as well.
Oh, okay. I remember you also saying you went twice to LA, right? So you came back once and then you...
Yeah, so first time I went there, and of course I stayed like a few months, maybe a couple of months, and came back to Tokyo because I ran out of money.
Okay.
Yeah, about the money. The first time I went there, I had to make some cash. I was in my hometown.
Yeah.
And what I did was to work on the Seaweed boat for the whole winter.
Damn.
A Seaweed boat is, the Seaweed nori.
Yeah.
You wrap your onigiri rice ball.
Yeah.
That kind of nori, that kind of seaweed.
So really early mornings.
Very early mornings, and then it's cold. And when it's windy, it's really dangerous. I'm wearing just like thick raincoat with no life jacket, nothing, and it's dark and it's cold. And
is that
sometimes
usual?
The wave is apparently it's usual in the local area, but maybe not. It's not supposed to be.
Yeah.
But it was like that.
So you did this to get
you
some
were
money.
Roughing it.
Yeah.
That was a really, really tough time. It was a good experience, and it's I have lots of good memories, and I saw lots of beautiful things. But I mean, I wouldn't do it again. But yeah, with that job, I just made some cash and went to LA. Yeah.
That was for the second time then, or for the first time?
That was for the first time.
First time. Okay.
Yeah.
But then you ran out of money after how many months?
2 months.
Oh, just 2. I guess on a tourist visa, are you even allowed to work there?
You're not.
Okay. So did you think that you were going there for 2 months, or were you kind of like, oh shit, I messed up, I got to go back?
I was looking for any options, you know?
Okay. Now we're kind of getting closer to the whole like Yakuza thing, right?
Yeah, that was a little closer to a little bit dodgy area. I was trying to find a way to stay there. I was trying to find any way to stay there and work.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried to go to language schools in K-Town, Koreatown, LA. I also tried, making connections in Little Tokyo. Somebody recommended me a fake marriage.
Oh, to get like the green card?
Yeah, just
I
to
was
get the green
recommended
card.
that once too in my first year here.
Yeah, everybody thinking goes through that kind of, idea.
I mean, the question
just
is,
at
what
least.
was it tempting for you?
It was tempting
Oh,
because
okay.
I was really wanted to make it happen.
Wow, you really want to. Yeah.
I never entertained the idea.
That's good for you. Good for you.
I
good
was
for
just
you.
like, hell no, that is not happening.
So you came back, and then for how long did it take until you went back to LA? Or
3 months.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Like that's all happening like so quick.
Yeah.
I was lucky. I had a close friend back in Tokyo. Back then in Tokyo,
Oh, so you were.
I crashed his couch and yeah.
So we are going back to Tokyo, not Kumamoto then.
No,
And then from Tokyo, you, I don't know, earned some money.
just a
and
little
then-
cash,
And then went
to
back.
try again. Yeah.
The second time you went back, did you also still go to acting school and stuff?
Yeah, I went to I took the next level course.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't really take the full-time acting classes because of the tourist visa,
Yeah.
but I could take some intensive classes. So I did that.
Okay.
Yeah, a couple weeks.
So we've been talking a lot about, I don't know, kind of the logistics, both, financially and in terms of lifestyle and maybe some culture shock stuff, but about the acting classes themselves. Did you feel that they were truly helpful to you? Like,
Oh,
did you?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What do you think? I know this probably isn't. This is oversimplifying things a little bit and sounds like a little bit of a clickbait question, but what do you think is the most important lesson that you learned there? Was it like how to be physical, how to cry, or method acting? Like what was it?
I think the most important thing that I learned from those acting classes is that you have to find your own way. You have to find your own method. Is the idea that I got from there. I think it's really important to take your time and learn from every angle as possible.
It's kind of similar to what actually Steven said,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
And,
You mentioned Jackie Chan already, but I feel like Jackie Chan is a little bit more on the performance side of things. Of course, he's an incredible stuntman, and I feel he's kind of a physical comedy actor. But in terms of dramatic acting, do you have a favorite actor, either in Japanese or English or another language, or maybe one particular performance from one particular movie that really moved you?
Oh, okay. There are many, so it's really hard to pick one.
Like, I mean, I'm a huge movie
Like
fan,
just-
so I'd just love to hear a few of them,
Like, for example, Al Pacino from Scent of Woman. He does
Okay.
this speech at the end of the movie.
yes.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
He's
You
playing
gotta
a
watch it,
blind.
man. You gotta watch it.
Are you guys spoiling this for me?
I mean, like he's blind from the beginning, so it's not. it's not the spoiler. I
What
think.
about the speech?
Okay, so at some point he has a speech. Yeah.
Okay. Damn. What is that, an 80s, 70s movie or?
I think it could be 70s or 80s.
That's the
It's
role
really
where he
old one.
got an Oscar.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I've seen several Pacino movies, but I've kind of got the impression that at one point he went from acting like different characters to sort of just acting kind of like maybe himself, maybe in the 90s. So like maybe
Actually-
after Heat, I don't know.
This was before Heat, no?
Not sure. Maybe, yeah.
I don't
I'm
know.
not sure.
Basically, did he have gray hair? It's probably from the 90s, but did he have dark hair? It's probably
Dark hair,
before
dark hair.
90s, I think. So, yeah.
So would you say actually you were watching more, non-Japanese movies like
Yeah, I would
growing up?
say that, yeah.
Okay. I mean, we were talking about, for example, Jackie Chan being like a very big influence onto you, but were you actually thinking about doing like fighting choreographies, like getting in this kind of acting, or
Yeah, I mean, I tried. I tried actions too, but no way with, oh my God, it's Jackie Chan level. I don't think it's for me, so.
okay, you want to be an actor, but not specifically being like into like doing fighting choreographies
No,
or anything
really.
like that.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So then from your second time in LA, obviously you went back or like straight to Australia then, or what happened?
Oh, I think I was like trying to live in Tokyo because I was auditioning for some agencies, trying to get some tryouts, and then something happened. I went to Melbourne.
Okay. Also on
That's
like
suspicious.
On
Something
working
happened and I
holiday.
fled the country.
it's just my personal life, There was an ex-girlfriend back then, so I went there. So
okay.
yeah, that's it. And I just stayed lived in Australia for about a year.
Okay, so you've been
And
there
most
for
of
a
the
year.
time I worked at this Italian cafe
You were
/
mentioning.
restaurant and
Yeah,
making
yeah.
coffee.
So, and then after 1 year, you suddenly got like the call from your Japanese friend, like from LA, like recommending you to.
About this friend, his name is Yuki Matsuzaki. I don't know if you ever heard of him. He's
Maybe.
in Tokyo now, I think.
Is he an actor?
He's an actor.
Oh, okay.
Yuki Matsuzaki.
Yuki Matsuzaki. When I first time went to LA and I was about to go home, I was like, oh my God, I didn't do anything. I couldn't get any acting jobs. I was doing some research in the library, local library in LA, like small library, because I could use the PC there, and found this Yuki Matsuzaki. And he had been acting in Hollywood for past 20 years.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's like I read his blog and thought, oh, there's already someone who actually have done what I wanted to do, and doing really successfully here. And I was like, okay, why not take a shot and then try to talk to him?
Yeah.
So I found him on Instagram and sent him a DM. And I got the reply. He said, oh, let's meet up.
Like, what exactly did you say? Like, oh my God, I'm your biggest fan. I saw you in this. Or was it a little bit more honest than that?
I think I was more honest than that.
Okay.
I am more honest when it comes to like something like that. I'm not really good at patronizing people. But I think I honestly said I'm from Kumamoto and then wanted to pursue acting career, but I don't know what to do, to be honest. And I saw your blog, so I thought maybe I could talk with you and then get some advice from you, kind of stuff.
Okay, cool.
And he like texted me right back and he said, let's meet up at a Starbucks in West Hollywood. I remember. And almost like next day or within a few days, I think we met. And he gave me lots of good advices and
Yeah. Were you actually with an agency back then, or you tried everything by yourself?
by myself.
And he was also doing everything by himself, or
He started, I think, as by himself, and then of course by the time I met him, he was represented by, I don't know, some agency.
Okay, but you left an impression on him like that much that he recommended you for Tokyo Vice when he knew about this
Luckily,
audition.
yes.
Yeah.
So luckily, he remembered me.
Yeah.
I think almost a year later, he texted me, there's this job, there's this audition. I was auditioning for the role of Sato, which is the bigger role, the main role.
Yeah, that's the main role,
Yakuza.
yeah.
So I was auditioning for that role. And making self-tapes to like
Can you explain a
3
little
a.m.
bit more about the audition process? Because I feel like we don't know too much about it.
Yeah, sure.
That for sure. I also just want to ask, as someone who's never seen Tokyo Vice, or rather who hasn't seen it yet, how big is your role? Like, are you often speaking? Like, are you in every episode or what?
My role is always like in this episode, but not really speaking.
Okay.
Not all the time.
I see.
But sometimes, in the flow, you might be, saying something, kind of role.
Okay, so how was the auditioning process? Like, since that was the time of COVID, was it all remote?
It was the first. It was not just because of the COVID, because it was pre-COVID.
Oh, okay.
The first time the audition started. So first you get the information, right? Audition information, and you submit your resume with your headshot.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what you do, and after that you get a call back for this one, self-tape video.
So you need to film yourself doing acting like a specific scene, like some
Doing a reading, or
yeah.
They give you a side, so they give you the script.
Yes.
Audition script. So you play that, and it's a really short one to couple pages long. Yeah, but then always a short notice, and you have to find the scene partner.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good to have scene partner always, to perform better.
Yeah. So you can have someone to act on.
Yeah.
In that sense. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Back then I had no actor friend in Melbourne. So I had a friend Australian friend. So I asked him to help with the audition. Like 3 a.m., like really late.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And taking like 50 takes, all the stuff,
Was this an English or Japanese script?
It was both. I think it was in both. Yeah, because this Sato role had to speak both.
Yeah, he speaks both languages. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. But apparently, you got into the next round, right?
I think what happened was that I didn't hear back from them for a while.
Sorry, how long is a while? Is this like a month we're talking or?
Couple months, 3 even.
Oh, wow.
I
Okay.
didn't hear back from them. I was
A little
like, okay,
discouraging.
just it's normal. Like back then, for me, it was first time auditioning like this. I was like always eager to know the answer. But now I understand it's really normal that you don't get answers and you just forget about it. Yeah. And sometimes when you forget, you get the answer and you get the role.
It's often like this.
Yeah.
Huh?
But after 3 months later or so, I heard back from them. They liked my performance. What happened was they wanted me to audition for this Taro role.
Yes.
Which didn't have a name yet of Taro.
Oh, back then.
Back then, there was no name.
Yes.
There's this guy he's works under Sato. It's a smaller role.
Yeah.
They wanted me to go for it because I auditioned for it.
Were you actually then auditioned with the dialogue of that Taro character?
Actually, there was no dialogue for Taro back then, so I think I auditioned with the Sato script.
I see, okay.
Yeah. And then I sent another self-tape from Melbourne to Tokyo. The director, Michael Mann, the Heat director, he liked my performance, and then luckily, and I got a call back. But then what the casting said was that, okay, I want you to come in for an in-person audition in Tokyo.
Okay, so that's now the third round.
Yeah, third round. But we cannot pay you for the flight ticket or accommodation.
Okay,
And
you
we
were in Melbourne.
We
you
cannot guarantee you get the role.
Damn, okay.
Oh, that's a gamble.
Yeah, you weren't even in the country, right? Like you were still in Melbourne.
I was still in Melbourne.
Okay.
I had my still like all the stuff in the
Yeah,
apartment,
yeah.
all,
Yeah.
And then I flew to Tokyo for the final audition, in-person audition. I think it was COVID was going around. They was not locked down yet.
Okay.
It was like it was going around. And then I was waiting for the exact date for the schedule for the audition, but I didn't hear back from them.
Oh
and
my
then I got a
gosh.
phone call from the casting director saying, "You actually got the role."
Wow. Okay, but you were already back.
I was already in Tokyo.
Oh, you were still in Tokyo?
But you hadn't actually done that third audition in person yet.
Yeah. So I came back to Tokyo. Flew back to Tokyo for this audition,
Yes.
which didn't happen.
Oh, okay.
Man,
okay.
what the hell happened there?
Yeah.
So I booked my flight. I took the flight. I flew into Tokyo. I was waiting for the exact, because they were saying like, okay, we're gonna do the final audition somewhere between this week. I flew back to Tokyo, but I got the role. The director eventually decided to have me.
That's great. Wow.
Yeah.
Since this was filmed in Tokyo with a predominantly Japanese cast, it seems like foreigners are the exception here. What is like the culture on set like? My image is that things can be a little bit more casual and accessible in like maybe a Hollywood set sometimes, depending on what you're working on and who with. But in Japan, I feel like there's more of a rigid hierarchy and kind of like walls between certain levels or castes of people. Like when I first came to Japan, I did modeling and some like acting and extra stuff.
Oh.
I was in a couple commercials, one for USJ, and I was a zombie. And there was another French guy who was a zombie. And there was a couple other foreign people who were dressed up as like gnarly, evil, creepy things, right? Because it was for their Halloween attraction. And I didn't know anything about anything. They were just like, you're a zombie, you're going to scare the main cast. That's the commercial. That's your part. After we finally got all of our makeup done, which took a long time, we went down onto set and I see 3 young, I don't know, girls or young women who were all in like very like pretty and cute, wearing colored outfits. And I thought, oh, that's the main cast. And, you know, this French guy and I were like, oh, hajimemashite, like, yoroshiku. And the girls were quite nice. They were like saying like, oh, hello, right? But then suddenly this crew member just gets between us like, no, and pushing us back basically.
Ah, I see.
And I was kind of like, what the fuck? What the hell? Like, is that necessary? What's going on here? So I talked to the assistant director. I think that's what he was anyways. He was a half American guy. And I was like, well, what just happened there? And he's like, oh, that's Hirose Suzu. Like, you can't, you know, you shouldn't talk to her. And I was like, who is that? Why does it matter? You know, but that was kind of like the way that things were, apparently. Of course, I know who she is now. She became huge after that, if not already by then. But what do you make of, you know, my assumptions based on my experiences here? Like, am I understanding things correctly? You know, what insight do you have?
I think it's, what your experience is, I think it's true.
It's typical.
I think I hear it's typical. I'm not really experienced with Japanese sets. So
how about Tokyo Vice?
Tokyo Vice was Hollywood and Japanese collaboration. So it was more like, I think, Hollywood style. So
like, could you talk to other cast members around very easily, despite their level? I mean, some of the names that I saw here, I don't know everyone, but like Watanabe Ken, you know, and Ito Hideaki, I recognize him.
Yeah, I could talk to them. I mean, of course, they. I think I didn't really have time with Ken Watanabe.
Yeah, I don't. But, I've only watched the first season, but I don't think you have any scenes with him.
Just one scene probably in season 2.
Okay.
Just quickly, but didn't really have time to, you know, talk with him. But everybody was so friendly. I think, you know, even Japanese cast, they appreciated the Hollywood style production. And
I see. Overall, it was good vibes.
It was good vibes.
Good. That's
vibes.
nice.
Definitely. I'm sure they had really, really tough time, especially season 1, because probably I don't know how crew slept during the production.
It was
long days, and
also like a lot of the scenes take place at night, right?
Yeah,
as well.
Yeah,
I don't know about like the club scenes. They're probably like doesn't matter because it's inside, but overall, like a lot of night scenes. So I can imagine.
Yeah,
the shooting days were pretty long. But okay, we kind of jumped a little bit, but
sorry.
No worries. So you got the job, and then, well, you were not living in Tokyo. Actually, you had all your stuff in like Melbourne, like So you basically
crazy,
decided to, not throw everything away, but like basically,
a lot happened after I landed on this role. Okay, the production started right after. I mean, the shoot started right after I got the role.
Okay, at least you didn't have to wait or something.
When you say right after, you mean like within a couple of weeks?
Even a couple of weeks.
Oh, wow.
It started shoot. I was on set already. I shot the very first scene. It was a long day. I remember, long day.
Were you nervous or?
I was nervous, very nervous. Although I didn't have to say anything or nothing, but I was excited, nervous, everything.
Yeah.
Like you look at them, like look around, like lots of
people,
actors
cameras
that I've seen on TVs and screen. It was my first time too.
Can you actually talk about like what the first scene was?
The very first scene that I shot was the ceremony scene. If you remember, at the very end of the season 1, episode 1, there's like clapping,
and that's also the very first time we see you, right?
Yeah.
I didn't
exactly.
I was waiting because obviously I watched Tokyo Vice because I knew you were in it and I want to see like what role or what it looks like, and I was like, keeping my eyes out. Like I didn't know like if I missed you or something. And then suddenly, because that was the very last scene of the first episode, and suddenly there it is.
Yeah.
And you didn't have like a speaking part there. It was like, as you said, the ceremony,
there,
you were
just there,
clapping, and it was still like was really cool to suddenly see a familiar face.
Thanks. Yeah.
Okay, so that was your very first scene.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice.
But then COVID hit.
Oh, right. Okay.
Production decided to stop. Oh my God, what to do? And all my stuff was still in Melbourne.
Were you still like sleeping on that same friend's couch from the previous visit to Tokyo?
No, this time I had an Airbnb.
Nice. Proper actor right here. Yeah. Transient soul.
Really like small, like just couch, with the loft.
Okay.
Like kitchenette.
Just kitchenette. Yeah. But then I flew back to Melbourne, packed all my stuff, and without saying goodbye to all the friends,
You just
so
so
booked the
hectic.
flight back to my hometown,
Yeah.
Kumamoto.
But you
Just
were-
like,
it's a
okay, I
long
might as well
story, it's a
crash
lot
with my
happened.
parents now, right?
I couldn't even crash my parents because of the COVID, I didn't want to bring any virus or because I was traveling,
Sure.
So you had to quarantine and
quarantine, all those stuff.
Wow.
And then I booked the cheapest flight from Melbourne to, I think, Bali. I was supposed to fly to Bali to Jakarta to Narita. But then the Indonesia just locked down at the counter at the airport in Melbourne. They said like, oh, you cannot check in because Indonesia is just locked down.
Yeah.
And there's a domestic flight, included in this your itinerary, so I couldn't check in.
Yeah.
So I what I did was I booked another flight from Bali to Kansai Kokusai Kuko.
Okay.
Yeah,
To Osaka, basically.
to Osaka. Yeah,
And that worked.
that worked
Okay.
luckily, but I just had to give up the 2 flights
Yeah.
in between. Yeah.
Was this all paid by production or is it?
No, it was paid by me.
Oh, okay.
My poor working holiday
That hurt.
visa.
That's the irony, isn't it? Like they'll probably bend over backwards for someone who has like the star power, but of course that person already has money presumably. But then the people who don't have that star power probably also don't have the money, and they also don't get the perks, right?
Yeah, it's really tough. It's really tough.
So how long
way things
until
go.
production actually resumed then?
End of 2020.
Okay, so the end of the year then. Okay.
Yeah.
And by then you already like kind of officially lived in Tokyo?
I was in Kumamoto, still like doing anything I could.
Kyushu has a rather large Yakuza presence compared to other areas in Japan, right? So it was kind of like character study.
I could have done that. Yeah.
But okay. So, I mean, just curious how usually this kind of situations are handled from the logistics side. So, were you still getting paid or like doing
For
that?
what?
Yeah, like to just like.
For what?
So you had to like get by
I
somewhere.
wish.
Yeah.
But no.
Alright, I see. Okay.
No at all. So that's why I was working at a farm and
One scene I actually want to talk about, which I remembered, where you also had like a longer speaking scene, was when you were at the Yakuza's hideout kind of thing, and then you were talking to your Yakuza, how is it, brothers, and you were talking about the Matrix scene, kind of like the pills and like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like so.
Matrix.
Matrix. Okay. Yeah. How was filming this for you? Like, was this already in the end script, or was this something happening like afterwards? Because you said your role didn't have a name in the beginning, and there was also no dialogue. So how did your character actually?
that was scripted. Yeah, so what I meant by there's no lines was that at first it was like no line, the first episode. But then after that, second, third, fourth, I gradually I got, little lines in the script.
Yeah.
And then on the second season, I got more like screen times.
Yeah, I can. I mean, I haven't watched the second season yet, but I feel like from watching the first season, your character is always there, and then obviously you had this like scene like where you actually had like a lot of dialogue, and I felt like they were setting up your character to be like a bigger role in the future, maybe. So
Yeah, I was surprised too.
Yeah, so that was nice.
Do you think that kind of came about just because of your performance in the first season and maybe your the way you conducted yourself on set? Like, do you think that was almost like, oh, we can actually trust him with this, or we can reward him with this? Or do you think that may have always been the plan? Like, do you have any idea?
I want to ask this question to JT Rogers, the showrunner.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I would like to think that they trusted me. I would like to think that way. Yeah.
Okay.
But this, I don't know. Not sure.
Back then, did you already know that there's going to be a second season, or was it like based on performance of the first season? Like, you had no
whether
idea?
it was greenlit or not, huh?
Yeah. Did you know that there's going to be a second season after you finish the first one? Or
Oh, I think I didn't know. Although most of the actors were signed for until like third season.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay, I see.
So there was a plan, and but we never knew.
Did you read the book that the show is based on?
Yeah, by Jake Edelstein. Yes.
Yeah.
Was it in preparation for your role, or you already read
just
it?
as a preparation. I was curious too.
Yeah, I mean, if we're finished with Tokyo Vice for now, I really want to talk about like the commercial for Canva. That I like, because I think that is probably the very first time I saw you act in anything.
Yeah. Lots of people tell me that they watched it. So put a really good impression on people. I think
It's
it
such a
went
good commercial.
viral.
It's a really crazy good concept, I would say. Like the whole idea.
Crazy, yeah.
Maybe for people who don't know the commercial, can you kind of talk a little bit more what the commercial was about?
Yeah, it's about Canva, right? The software, the
Yes.
app. You can make lots of logos, designs, all those stuff, and it's really convenient. I myself use it, but it's about the story was in this underground organization.
Yeah.
People have their boss retiring. And this their clan wants to they want to kind of send him off, congratulate. So they try to write with the hand some letters, but then they struggle because they're not made for this kind of work.
Yeah.
So someone just brings up this app, and everything just works out.
Yeah.
And it's something that really cute happens. The gap between their looks, what they do apparently, and then the gift they gave to this. How cute it is.
There was another one where you're like, you are giving a presentation.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I just watched that again today, kind of just to refresh my memory on what you've done. And it's so good. Like, I really wanted to know who came up with the concept for that.
Kai.
I mean,
It
you
was
just said,
him.
yeah.
I want to know who this guy is.
He's
That's
great.
brilliant.
He's great. He's a great guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you said you already knew Kai, right? I mean, is it a coincidence that you just played like Taro in Tokyo Vice and then the commercial? Is there any connections to that, or it's just happened to be like two?
Just that most of the actors that belong to this my agency is my management is squad management. They all look like
Squat management.
squad. Yeah.
Is
So
that the kind of squat that I'm thinking of here?
you can look up and then you can see it's a squad.
Is it like, this kind?
Squatting? Nah, squad.
Oh, squad.
Like Suicide Squad.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking like the Yankee kind of like Yakuza squat. You know what
Sounds
I mean?
like it, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Squad.
So yeah, you did commercials as well, and then short films, and even like music videos, right?
I did, yeah.
Yes.
The one that I really, really remember is the one with Mizuhara Sisters.
Actually, I want to ask you if you can talk about this, because I checked it out and you were playing like this Oni character, like this.
Yeah.
Wait, what's Oni in English again? Not demon, but
No, I mean it would be. I mean, it would be kind of like a demonic troll, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this kind of character. And again, I was like, because I knew you were in it, but I didn't know like what role. So I was looking at it and suddenly you appeared like with this red face makeup, I think it was. And maybe, you can talk about that. Tell us a little bit more about
that. Was really fun. That was fun because I had no idea when I first. Okay, a friend producer just texted me that she's looking for an actor, just an extra.
Yeah.
Just an extra.
That wasn't an extra role.
Wait,
Just an extra role. And she said, I want you to play Oni. That's all I knew.
Okay.
So I came in and they started putting paints on my body.
Yeah.
Like entire body. It's like winter time.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God, so
Damn.
cold.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. Getting painted in all red.
Red, yes.
Then there was this, I saw the old people and this Kiko and then her sister, Yuka. And I didn't know back then, but lots of other really talented artists. It's a fun movie. It's a fun music video.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Definitely.
I just didn't know. I just went with the flow and it just, played just funny and had to improvise. Like when you say it's an extra role, there's obviously no script and it's a music video. So
Like after you shot it, did you actually expect you being in it so much? Like shown so much?
after I shot it, because they picked up my close up so many times. So I was like, okay,
So you
it's gonna
already
be
knew, okay, I'm not just
That's
an extra
so
here.
fun.
It's gonna be a lot of exposure here, but because I'm all red, people wouldn't notice.
I really want to know how good this makeup job is now.
I mean,
Like you will recognize me. Like
yeah.
I include a link, so if you want to know.
Yeah, I see the link here.
if I didn't tell you, wouldn't recognize me.
But okay, wait, speaking of not being recognized, I see another link here under the music video section that says Megan Thee Stallion Mamushi.
Oh.
And then there's a link, and then Hai added a note, but I don't really know where Koshi appears.
Yes, I checked the music video out, and I saw this credit on your profile.
Oh,
And I wanted to see like which role you had in there, but I didn't
Are you
find
her stunt double? Are you her body double?
Like, could you maybe explain?
so funny. So in this music video, now I'm in blue instead
What?
of red.
Wait, but where was this character?
My face is all blue.
Oh, you were the few people who like, got dragged around in the onsen or
I
something?
think,
like
in onsen.
that? Okay.
My face is actually in close up
Really?
just for a half a second.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't find you.
You wouldn't know. You know why you could recognize. I could have barely
Yeah.
recognized myself.
I guess that was only one day or half day of what I assume was a multi-day shoot that you were not a part of the whole time. But how was the atmosphere, culture on set for that?
Oh my God, Megan Thee Stallion shoot was so tough.
Somehow I expected
Like
that.
how?
I think for actors, it was a long wait. Long wait, which is fine, which is normal. But then I can imagine how hard it could have been for the production and crew
Okay.
because they had a couple of days shoot
I see.
back to back.
Do you know what production companies handled this?
Which one?
Yeah.
Push. I think it was Push.
Okay.
Push Media.
Yeah.
Which actually they did the Kiko Mizuhara Sisters music video as well.
Because like I skipped through that, but I didn't think that I would, see you. And now I know what to look for. I'm going to come back to it,
I mean, I
So let
watched
me know.
it.
Yeah,
I watched it 3 times and couldn't figure it out.
No,
Yeah. He watched it 3 times to look for Koshi. Right.
Right.
I skipped through it enough to know that that's
and
not
I actually
true.
zoomed in and a few okay.
Sure.
I guess for people who don't know what this music video is, they will get us a good surprise.
So we wanted to talk about a few more short films and things, but I guess that'll have to wait maybe for a future episode.
Sure.
In the meantime, can you let our listeners and viewers know where they can, find you and keep up with your work, what you're doing?
Oh, I think it's the best way is to find me on Instagram,
Yes.
Koshi Uehara.
Okay, yeah, we'll link that below for sure.
That'll be great. Thank you.
Do you have a portfolio website or anything as well?
I think it's best to find me on my management website.
Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Which is
Yeah.
also
Water
linked
management.
in your Instagram.
Yeah,
Well,
right?
yeah, we'll link everything as we can. Did you have anything that you wanted to add before we wrap this up for today?
No, I think we covered like a lot of different projects. Like, I've looked at your profile. You also were in like Nike commercials and stuff like this. So, but unfortunately, we don't have time. And even like a very big Korean production, like a feature film recently.
Good news.
Yes, but
Title of the movie.
yeah. Yes, and definitely, I really like the movie. So, really can recommend anyone who's like interested in black comedy, like a little bit of dry humor, kind of these kind of stuff. That's pretty nice. Yeah.
Well, this has been very, very interesting and entertaining, for me. So thank you so much,
Me
for
too. Thank you so
for
much
coming.
for having me.
He also brought a chocolate croissant, so that was pretty awesome as
Yeah,
well.
man.
Thank you.
Croissant's always good.
Yeah, kind of buttered us up, right? No, but I just loved learning about your experience and what led you to where you are today. So thanks again.
Well, thanks for having me. It's great. It's been great. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, well, this has been another episode of Talking Sensu, and I guess we're going to end things here for today. So thanks very much for watching and listening, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.